Yesterday, I sent out an email to my mailing list, just talking about the top three things that 2020 taught me. Now, one of those lessons was that I should be comfortable in what I don't know. Now, I know this might sound really strange, but as we all know, we're all kind of human. We have things we're really good at, and we have things that we really suck at. And whilst I'm always one that's always advocating for development, for learning, for growth. Last year was the first time in my life ever that I grew comfortable with the things that I sucked at. I mean, previously I'd be like, okay, this is what I'm not good at, and I'd be like, okay, how can I improve? What can I do to kind of learn and pick up these new skills? However, last year I was just like, I don't know why I'm stressing so much on the things that I suck at when I could be focusing all that attention, all that time into the things that I'm really good at, right? So as I shared with my mailing list, I actually wrote out a table, right? So basically, the first column was skills that I have. The next column was skills that I need. The next column after that was weaknesses that I have, or things I suck at. And then the column next to that was weaknesses I need, right? I need things that are weaknesses for me that I do actually need, right? So I basically sat down and I did what I would call a skills audit, right? So I was basically thinking about what I'm good at, what I enjoy, what comes easily, naturally to me, and the things that I struggle a little bit more with. And the more I was kind of going through it and really thinking about things, and seeing kind of where I really was in the grand scheme of things, the more I discovered that a lot of the stuff that I have been frantically stressing about and frantically trying to learn desperately were a lot of the things that actually, for what I want to do, for the life I want to live, for the career I want to have, they weren't actually that important. I mean, anyone who knows me knows that maths I completely suck at. And when I say I suck, I mean, even if you ask me the most basic, simple addition, I would take a little bit of time to just come up with the answer, right? My brain's a little bit slow there. But when it comes to writing, when it comes to creativity, when it comes to leadership, when it comes to development, that is my area. Those are the things that I am comfortable in, right? So all of last year, I was doing all these kind of mental math things, and I was trying to see if I could get a tutor, and I was like, I need to, this is a weakness, I need to improve on this. Like, I don't want to have this as a weakness. But the tail end of last year was when I really sat and I thought, I don't actually need this skill. I shouldn't be aggressively trying to chase this thing because it's actually not that beneficial for my day to day. I mean, whilst obviously I deal with figures and finances and budgeting, a lot of that stuff I can automate, right? There's software that can do all of that stuff for me. I don't need to stress about that necessarily, and anything that I need to do kind of mentally, I do it on a calculator, right? So the more I thought about it, the more I was like, okay, maybe I should stop focusing so much attention on trying to get rid of this weakness, quote unquote, and rather put that energy and put that attention on the actual skills that I already have, that I want to polish, that I want to get even better at. I mean, public speaking for me is definitely one of those things I want to work on, which is why I started making these videos in the first place, right? I want to get more comfortable, more confident in myself, in what I know, in my knowledge. And so this is a practical way in which I'm trying to actually achieve that. So I think for everyone out there, I think this year, stop focusing so much and being so addicted to kind of plugging the gap or trying to work on your weaknesses, and really invest more of that energy on actually enhancing the skills and the strengths that you already have so you can be even better at them. Because at the end of the day, I just think being a kind of master of all spreads you incredibly thin. It means you're not necessarily excellent in every area. So I really think it's important to invest that additional time this year, just so that you can really be known for something and really have your core strengths that really make you unique and identify you amongst the kind of crowd of other people, the things that make you distinct, the things that make you unique. And when people think of those certain things, they think of you straight away. So I think that is definitely what I'll be focusing on this year. And I hope you'll take a cue from that and focus more on your strengths in this 2021.